Hi everyone, welcome to my new video. First of all, let me thank all of you for being here with me on this channel, and let me wish you a happy holiday season. Although Christmas was yesterday, I'm filming this on December 26th. Still, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Yule, any other holiday that you're celebrating, this winter type of holiday, that deals with the winter solstice and the changing of the seasons and sun's coming back. And I want to tell you thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've never thought that I would gather even 300 subscribers on my channel, and I think it's quite fast. Like, I never expected, once again, like, anyone to be watching my videos. So please accept my heartfelt gratitude for you being here with me and paying attention to me and watching my videos. It really means the world to me, and it's really important to me. And next year, maybe I'll double the subscriber count. That would be great. So, today's topic, what I really want to discuss today is Putin's health and Putin's state of health, because it's an interesting topic that has been discussed in the Western media, but I have never seen anything being talked in the Russian media and Russian language media, not even like Russian media that is in Russia, because like all of the good and independent media have left Russia. But if we are talking about the opposition media, opposition Russian media like TV Rain, Dost, or like Medusa or other like news sources, they don't really cover that topic, which is interesting to me. So today I want to try to take a deeper look into this situation, but what is important here is that I cannot promise you that it will be a successful task, because a lot of people in Russia know, and I know too, like from the sources, that Putin and like all of the higher echelons of power in Russia, they actually use mages and witches and like whomever who has the powers to protect themselves from outsiders trying to peek inside and take a look at the situation. So they're heavily protected, and I cannot promise you that I will be able to take a super deep look, but maybe I'll be able and be successful in trying to at least scratch the surface on this topic and try to gather some information. But like, yeah, you might laugh at me, you may think that I'm like being silly, but from what I've heard from people that are in positions of power in Russia, and I had these connections too, like everyone there are using mages, they're trying to use divination and magics and protection rituals and everything, some kind of like amulets and stuff to protect themselves. And I mean, I think it's working. I think it's working, because otherwise they wouldn't have the money and the positions of power. So I am actually refilming this because, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not really knowledgeable about the tarot cards with regards to the health, like their health meanings. So I will be consulting tarot sources that I trust, and I'll be trying to rely on my intuition. But I already have some cards like that I pulled out during the first filming. So what cards do I have already pulled out? I have the Chariot in upright position, Nine of Cups in reverse, and Six of Swords upright. So this is interesting because when I first pulled them out, I was kind of like, I didn't know how to read this, but I was like, after consulting the book, I was actually correct. So with the Chariot here, we do have an image of a very strong person. So if we're talking about health, it's like on the outside looking in, it's actually alright. Like, Putin is strong, healthy, capable, he's the macho man, and like that's his image. But when we go like further into this, we do have Nine of Cups being here. So nine of Cups in reverse. Why is it important? Nine of Cups also talks about this projected image of like everything's being all right, like, oh, it's okay, it's all right, everything's good, everything's fine, we have we have everything we want. But being in reverse here, I think it's only an image. It's only an image, and actually deep inside there are problems that are lying maybe dormant, maybe they are not dormant, maybe they already show themselves, but they're being hidden because, of course, and I think we all understand, Putin cannot allow himself to be weak. Like he needs to project this image of being like super powerful macho man. But there are problems, and there are serious problems. With Six of Swords being here in a Pride, I do think that like here for me, when I was reading about the meaning of this card, what was interesting is first like it's like swords, so I think it talks about like breathing and breath and like ability to breathe. Like I think it's important here, but also it's a card of departure. It's a card of moving forward, and like it's the second card that we have that talks about moving forward, with the Chariot being the first. So there's two cards that are symbolizing like moving forward, and Six of Swords can signify like a moving on. Like I will not passing on. I will not continue to speak to talk more about that, to be honest. And I think you get the general idea. So let me get some more cards here. Oh my god, like for some reason, ever since starting filming this video, oh shit, like I want to yawn, and I feel the heebie-jeebies. I don't know, like just like the chills. I'm getting the chills. So like that's also really interesting. Like my body reaction, like I do notice that when I cover like more heavy topics, so like topics that really take a lot of my energy, I tend to want to yawn. I don't know why. Like I remember someone like saying something about it. Like I've been watching some videos and people were like, oh yeah, if you're yawning during like a reading, or if you're yawning during like during your like ritual process, that it means something, but I don't remember what. I just take it as it's like a very difficult topic, takes a lot of energy, so like you have to yawn. So it's interesting. We do have a Page of Swords upright, we have a King of Wands upright also, and we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it's really interesting because we have two cards that signify the emotional state of a person, with the Page of Cups and King of Wands being here as a signifier of his emotional state. I think that's my opinion. With the Page of Cups here, I do think that like Ace of Swords of course signifies like the result, I think, of the emotional state. So just go card by card. With Page of Cups, I do think that there's like a huge emotional aspect to like health problems. I think there's like a huge desire, to be honest, to be liked, and with the King of Wands, there's a huge desire to prove yourself and to put yourself out there, because King of Wands, of course, talks about ego, talks about me, talks about like being the hero of the story, you know, being liked by everyone. And Page of Cups, of course, like you want to like put forward this almost neurotic, very like what's the word? Like very dramatic, I think, like, you know, desire to put forward, like you strain your nervous system because you want to be liked so much, and like you put so much energy into being liked, into like doing what your ego pushes you to do, that with the Ace of Swords here, like you literally, like being in reverse, of course, you literally just like drain your body of energy, and you drain your body of just like this life. You lose all of the air that drives you forward, you know, like you lose your soul basically in the process. Like really interesting stuff I'm seeing here, but like, oh my god, I am gonna keep this video short because like it is difficult. Like just as I was saying, I do think that like Putin has been severely protected by magics and by mages and witches and whoever. Like KGB was actually researching like extra natural, supernatural stuff. We call them extrasensory and extrasensory like stuff here in Russia, esoteric stuff. So like I'm not surprised if they really have people on like on control on demand who are there to put protection wards on him, and like who really want to not allow anyone to look deeper into like what's going on with him. So yeah, trying to keep this reading short. So what do I have here? Three of Swords in reverse, the Empress upright, and the Knight of Swords also upright. So with these cards, it's really interesting. Like we do have cards with the Three of Swords here, even though it's in reverse. I do believe that it kind of like points, and we have a lot of swords in here. I think a lot of swords. So I think, especially him being Libra, although I've heard theories that he's not actually a Libra. I've heard theories that his date of birth is actually fake, so he might not be a Libra, but like whatever. With Three of Swords here, once again, I do think it's about like his heart being broken, and even though it's in reverse again, like I do think that he tries to overcome this like depression and this like strain, because I think what's happening right now, like it's not what he wanted. He thought he would be like this winner and this leader, but like it's actually not turning out in his favor. So I do think that he has like a huge strain on his heart and his psyche with Knight of Swords being here. Also, I do believe that it's like, once again, it's about the mind. His mind is racing. His mind is creating problems. He like in Russia at least, we have the saying that like all of your health problems come from your mind, you know. So I do think that this is like kind of like working against him. His mind creates all of this like stress and strain that causes a lot of health problems. With the Empress here, I do believe that he wants and he tries to find comfort among all of this. Like I think he tries to find comfort, and I think he wants to just like bring peace to himself, pace himself, maybe surround himself with beautiful women too, like, you know, just like to find comfort. But I do think that being surrounded by such like difficult cards, like it's not gonna like end up good for him. And like on the bottom here of the, like, I wanted to shuffle, but I saw it. Usually I don't look at the bottom of the deck, to be honest, but here I saw it, like Five of Swords being here. I think it's like really like just shows that like his health is like, once again, another source card, and it's like really difficult. I think his health, mental health, is in a very difficult spot, and I do believe that he feels this like strain and this stress and like just like fatigue, and maybe even like psychological failure, maybe to at some degree, because he is the leader. He cannot show that to everyone, and of course, like, it's all very pent up. I think that Putin is a very pent up person. He will never show it to you, but we cannot know what is inside of him. We cannot know what's happening on the inside. But I think there's a lot of stuff that's happening on the inside that we really don't see. So let me just get some of the cards, just like a couple of more. We already have Five of Swords, so I'm gonna just get a couple of more. But like, yeah, a lot of Swords cards. I do think that like the bulk of his problems, it comes from his mental health. The rest of the cards here that I have is Knight of Wands in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. I'm sorry, my brain's kind of like being like a little bit boggled right now with this reading. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, really interesting. I think both of those cards are kind of like showing me the same energy, which is like hectic and chaotic. I do think like his mind is racing. I do think that he has this like he's a burning with this passion, but it's a very like wrong passion to be honest to have. It's a passion that's like literally killing him from the inside. It might physically show himself as, once again, like with the like Knight of Wands. It's a very fast moving, fast paced person. So here I do think it might signify problems to the heart, especially now that we have Three of Swords here. It might signify like tachycardia, like, you know, heart beating too fast, heart beating irregularly, maybe some kind of like inflammation processes happening in his body. With the Hermit here, I do think, like, also, like, once again, coming back to it, a lot of his problems are self-imposed because of his emotional and mental state. So with the Hermit being here, I think, like, even though it's Hermit, so, like, of course it can signify old age, problems that come with old age, because, like, Putin is like 70, so he's like old, you know. He's not just like, okay, he's like middle aged. No, he's old. He's a grandpa. Hopefully he's not, but, like, I think his children must already have children. So he's old, and you might have problems, like, with the heart that comes with the age. And, like, when you're old, like, you better not be stressing out, because, like, your body is not what it used to be. It's not as strong as it used to be. So, like, and he is definitely stressing out. So also, I think what it shows here with the Hermit is that when you're old, you want to be, like, once again, you want to pace yourself, but he's not pacing himself. He's not showing the slowness and, like, wisdom and just, like, pacing himself as he should. He is being irrational. He's going out there, he's doing all sorts of stuff, and it causes him problems because, like, he's being, like, erratic, hectic, chaotic, not slow and wise. And this behavior causes him a lot of problems with his health. So here's what I see. It was a very difficult reading, to be honest. I feel like a lot of energy was put into this reading, even though it's, like, short, still, like, short, but really tense, at least for me. So thank you once again for watching this video. Thank you for being with me here today. I'm really, really grateful for all of you. I wish you a very merry holiday season, merry end of the year. Spend it with your family, with your friends, with whomever you find, just like you want to spend it with. And I see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Bye!